Let's now get to the fun part of this library, of this module. And I'm going to start with cropping an image. Let's learn how to crop an image. So I'm going to remove all of these lines. We don't need any of these lines. The most important line, and we will usually be using it, is the open. We always need to open an image, obviously, before we do anything, before we work on it. So now we can open this coconut image. We need to learn how to crop an image. How can we crop an image? Well, to crop an image, we call the crop function. We call the crop function on that image, and we pass the size or the dimensions that we are interested in. So how can we use this crop function? Very simple. Just we get the coconut image and then we call the crop on it. We pass 4 numbers. So we pass 4 numbers. Let's say 300, 200, 300, and 200, and see what's gonna happen. But after we call the crop, we also need to save the image, because this is just gonna crop it, but we need to save it. So I'm gonna say here, I'm gonna store this line in a new variable called coconut image, coconut image, coconut underscore image underscore cropped. And then once we call this, once we store it in that variable, we can use that coconut image cropped, and then we can save that new image in a new directory. So I'm going to call the save, and then I'm going to store it in a new directory. Let's create a new directory for that new image, for that new cropped image. So I'm going to create here a new directory, and I'm going to name it images underscore cropped, and I'm gonna hit enter to create that directory. And we need here to pass the path in which we want to save the new image. So we want to save it in the same directory, in the same here directory, but here the same directory, but we want to save it in a new folder called images underscore cropped, images cropped, / and the name and the image that we want to the name of the image, the new name for that image. So we also need to pass the new name. The new name can be coconut cropped, coconut underscore cropped .jpg. And finally, we can show that image. You can show it, or you can just open it. Let's show it as well. So I'm going to say coconut image cropped, and then show, to show that new image. And let me save our script, and I'm going to run our script and see what's going to happen. So I'm going to say here run, I'm going to click here on run Python file in terminal and see what's going to happen. And if you get this error, tile cannot extend outside image, then it means that the coordinates are incorrect, and it depends upon the image size. So we can here change this to, let's say, 20. And by the way, the first number is for the left coordinate, and then the upper, let's also say 20, and then the right, let's say 100, and then the lower 100 as well. And let's save and run our Python script and see what's going to happen. As you can see, it was executed successfully, and now we have a new image, this one. You can also open it from the images cropped. If you click on it, it's going to be opened here as well. So you need to kind of play around with these numbers in order to get the optimum cropped image. So it depends upon what you want to do, but you need to play around with these coordinates in order to get the new cropped image that you wish.